Hello everyone, my name is Katie Smith, and I'm going to be informing you all about the importance of incorporating sunscreen into our everyday lives. Unfortunately, my father has had skin cancer 6 times on his face. My ultimate goal is to inform all of you, obviously. However, in the nicest way possible, I also want to scare you about the terrible effects that can come from not using sunscreen. Seeing my dad come home from the hospital from surgery and pain made me aware how the sun affects our skin at a young age. As I've gotten older, I feel like I have personal experiences in my life from my dad that I've learned to make sure that I'm educated about the harmful effects of the sun and why it is so important to be wearing sunscreen every day. The dangers of the sun causes permanent results on your skin, with UV rays causing skin cancer, which shows the importance of including sunscreen in our everyday lives. I hope to inform you all about the dangers of the sun and how sunscreen is the solution to life-threatening diseases and permanent damage. I don't mean to paint the sun to be the bad guy. I think that the sun has many benefits for humans, like vitamin D and warm weather. But this is only beneficial to us if we are protected with sunscreen. The sun can damage your skin, causing permanent results. The Mayo Clinic, which has a history of innovation and cures that dates back 150 years, publisher and author of the article Sun Damage stated, "Enjoying activities outside or working a job that takes you outdoors can mean hours under the sun. Over months and years, these hours add up, and the time in the sun can damage your skin. Tanning and sunburn are intense forms of skin damage that prematurely age your skin. This is crazy to me and something I came to realize a couple years ago when I was reading about how being tan isn't always the best idea all the time, even if it feels like it is so bad. According to an article called Sun Damage written by the Mayo Clinic, when someone gets burnt, the fancy way of saying it would be called solar eclasiosis. Skin affected by solar eclasiosis becomes more stretched, which causes wrinkles and it loses its elastic quality. This, unfortunately, won't go away. Uneven melanin production causes patchy pigmentation called melasma, which can get worse for more time in the sun. As well as these permanent damages to your skin, the sun can cause a permanent threat to your life. Ultraviolet radiation, also known as UV, from the sun is the #1 cause of skin cancer. Sunscreen is so important for protection on days where the UV index, basically the strength of the sun, is high. One of the things that my dad always told me about sun damage and skin cancer is that sudden brown spots on your face and body aren't freckles that you've had your whole entire life. They're actually called scaly lesions called keratosis, which can multiply and become cancerous. Skin cancer can get worse, and if it spreads to other parts of your body, you will unfortunately have to get surgery to remove it. I'm blessed that I haven't experienced what my dad went through with the surgeries, but it has made me more aware of how taking 1 minute to put on sunscreen in the morning can possibly save your life. Sunscreen can do that, and I think that is amazing. Now, with all this talk about the dangerous sun, let me share some products that will help protect it. The first and only step to protect your skin, is sunscreen, especially with zinc oxide. Before I start listing out some awesome products of sunscreen, one fact that is crucial before you look into your cabinet and grab a bottle of sunscreen that you've had for many years to make sure it is not expired. One of the doctors on Healthline Publisher, which is one of the top online medical websites, Rachel Nall, says, "Don't use sunscreen that is expired. It is not worth the potential sun damage." Expired sunscreen does not work. Keep that in mind. Instead, look for the ingredient zinc oxide. Zinc oxide sunscreens work by scattering the sun rays, which prevents potentially damaging ultraviolet radiation from getting to the skin. One sunscreen that is great for your skin is zinc oxide is the Kula Organic Mineral Body Sunscreen. This sunscreen contains 3.2% titanium dioxide and 7% zinc oxide. According to the Healthline article, this sunscreen is very moisturizing to your skin, so basically you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. The sunscreen I use is the Ursa Major Force Field SPF 30. I really like the sunscreen and I've been using it for a while, and it is very similar to the Kula sunscreen that I just listed before. I hoped what I talked to you about not only informs you about sunscreen and the sun, but inspires you to use this information every single day and tell others too. Informing people about a topic that can save their life is important, so I hope all of you can go out and inform others. Being a young girl and seeing the pain my dad went through with skin cancer has made me feel like I have a purpose with you all to tell about the sun and how sunscreen can ultimately be the deciding factor of a lot of things in your life. The sun is dangerous and you can fight it with sunscreen. Thank you so much for your patience and your listening. I appreciate you taking the time today while I was talking to you, and I hope you leave here with something to share with others and apply to your life.